friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Holly and welcome if you're new. I am a homesteading, homeschooling, frugal living mama for amazing kiddos. Today I have another review video, the Good and the Beautiful's language arts curriculum. So I have the curriculum for level K, which I've been told is more like first grade level, which I would agree with. So the level K, and then I also have, this book is all beat up, but this is the level 2. So I have a third grader and a second grader, but my second grader is a struggling reader, so she is a little bit behind on her LA. So overall, I believe with the level K, you get the reader, you also get a bunch of mini books, you get the course book, and you get a phonics cards, I believe, as well. And I believe it's like 60 some odd dollars for the sets for for all the levels, are around 60 something. For the level 2, you get the course book. You might get the phonics card still, I don't remember, but then you get 2 readers. You get a shared reader and a personal reader. So yeah, so we have been doing this since with my daughter. We started her because she was doing some hooked on phonics, and we started her in this probably, mid-fall or so. And we have gotten to the point where we're on lesson 80, and it is just moving way too fast for her. So we're actually slowing down and just reading some Bob's books. I'm not sure when we will pick it back up. We might even wait till next year. I'm not sure. So I wanted to just give you some pros and cons and kind of my view on, and kind of if will I purchase this again or not? So anyway, my pros. So number 1, I do like that all the stories have good and beautiful. So they have standards on which their stories are written. So they're all positive, they're all uplifting. I like how they're all diverse. They all have different, themes, different types of people. So overall, the stories are great. Number 2, they also are spiral, which I do like because I think, especially for me, because I get bored easily and I think my kids do too. So it's nice to kind of jump around a little bit and then always come back to concepts to review. I think that's helpful for a lot of kids because then that way you're not getting like overwhelmed with a concept, or if you're struggling with one, you can kind of, you'll see it again and maybe by then you'll catch it. Number 3, it is pretty, aesthetically pleasing. It has very, let me see if I can, yeah, it's got some fun pictures. It also has a lot of artwork on it, some cool paintings. So, yeah, and that goes into number 4. It also has geography, and it does like art appreciation. So you have a lot of paintings in there that the kids learn about, which I think is great. I think is something that kids need. It's good to start them young to appreciate art, right? So those are all my pros. My cons are, number 1, my biggest one is this is not for struggling readers. I personally don't think it's great for kids learning to read. I think your kid needs to already be reading fairly comfortably and like be a decent reader before they start this curriculum. I do know that they're updating it this year. I wonder if they will change some things, but overall, I would say it's not been helpful for my struggling reader. I know there's been some people that say they've done great, or they've just taken it really slow, and that's totally fine too. I just personally don't feel like it has worked well for our family in that. Number 2 con is it does need a lot of parent involvement as well. It can be kind of reading heavy, and it can kind of be overwhelming, like for me as a parent to, like I said, make sure that I'm explaining things properly. So sometimes I just feel like, yeah, it can be a little bit overwhelming. And then my third con is the lessons, especially in like the level 2 and up, tend to like get longer, more complicated, but they also aren't always consistent. So, there'll be times where it can take 2 days to complete a lesson because they want like a lot of writing, which is fine, except for it just kind of throws off the whole balance and stuff. And I wish it was like they split the writing assignments into multiple, and sometimes they do, but I feel like it can be a little bit overwhelming. So overall, I do like this program. I'm probably going to stick with it for my older child who does not struggle with reading, but I'm not sure I'm going to keep going with it for my younger child until she's at a point where she can read comfortably and not be like so overwhelmed by it, because it moved too fast. It skips around a lot, and I don't really feel like it's very consistent. So overall, I think, you know, it's a pretty decent curriculum. It's very, like pretty, it's very fun and affordable. Once again, it's not too expensive compared to other curriculums like that we've been looking for. So yeah, I think overall it's a good curriculum. I'm really curious to see what the updated versions are going to be like. I'm sure in the next, you know, few months we're probably going to start seeing some people that are going to get advanced copies, and kind of I'll probably be checking those out just to kind of see what, you know, what kind of their new direction they're going with. Because my understanding is, I guess, so another con is that it is technically designed to be advanced, so it's like above the grade level that it says it is, I think. So like level K is more like first grade, level 2 is more like third grade. And so my understanding is that they're going to be changing that to make it kind of more on par with grade level. So in some ways that'll simplify things, but other things, people that have already been doing like the old version are going to feel like really confused. So who knows how it's going to work out. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that was helpful. And if you have any questions or comments or what you think of this curriculum, just leave them in the box below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.